Here we are today. I'm nasally congested at the moment, so if I sound a little bit, you'll know why. Anyway, I'm here with my good friend, Mr. Nicholas Hamster Hammond. We're here with Larry the Window Cleaner, aka Thomas Stroiker. So today, Thomas has arrived back from Cuba to present us and let us try the new Trinidad. The Trinidad was launched at the festival and is a precursor to the World Habanos Weekend, which is coming up on June the 20th in London, which is Trinidad cocktail party and introduction at Belgrave Square, followed by this fancy dancy dinner at the Victoria and Albert Museum. And we're all going to be given the opportunity to try these. But they did have them at the festival. So here we go.
Aren't we lucky?
Comes in this, look, let's undress it nicely. It comes in this beautiful little velvet pouch.
Oh.
Slides out. Well, here we go. Lacquered finish. Beautiful box.
That's lovely.
It's a beautiful box.
Yeah.
Have a look at that box. And then, look at that. Opens up to 3 Trinidad Robustus Extra.
Whoa.
You remember the Robustus Extra, don't you?
I do, yeah.
So it's not a new cigar, right? It's a cigar that's been reborn.
Yeah, because there was an outcry when they stopped it first time around, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very popular at the time.
So this is, without doubt, 1, 2, 3. It's sort of a medium colour.
Delicious. Milk chocolate. Big old stick. Look at that. Pigtail cap.
So
Now,
we
because
pass
you're
that one
nasally
to you.
congested, allow me to take the aroma and see if it smells.
I can't get the aroma because of my congestion.
Oh, amazing. Very sweet. What the Americans would call barnyard. That's lovely. Bands galore.
Yeah.
No less than 3.
There's more bands in this than there was at Livehead.
Exactly, mate.
So you've got the Trinidad 55 band.
Foot band. We don't like foot bands.
Well, I'm getting to like them more and more.
I just think they're a nuisance because sometimes they damage the foot when you take them off. Do you think they make any difference? I guess it's for aesthetics, isn't it? Because if they...
I'm going to tell you something. I used to hate cello.
I like cello, but only because it protects your sticks.
I used to hate cello. But, you know, I was talking to Pete Johnson about cello and foot bands. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, the US retailers demand them.
Yeah.
All right? Because people can't touch other people's cigars.
Good point.
Before they smoke them. And with the foot band, he says, we never get any damages back whatsoever. Without foot bands, they'll get damages back.
Yeah, I do understand why they have them. From a consumer perspective, I don't like them.
No.
But hey, it's a very small gripe.
I also do not like bands.
No, I agree with you.
I go back to the day when I used to love opening a cabinet of Epi 2s. Oh. Back in the day when they had no bands on at all.
Just a little ribbon.
The yellow ribbon.
Round the old oak tree.
Yeah, around the old cedar tree.
Yeah, beautiful thing to see when you open that cab, wasn't it? However,
I once had, because there weren't only yellow bands, there were some other bands as well, from other makers. And I once had slightly different ones. And I once had a waistcoat tailor-made using the bands with the, because it had that stamped print on it, didn't it?
what do you mean on the ribbon or?
On the ribbon.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So it had a ribbon waistcoat on the back,
how cool
not the
is
front. The back was just bands.
Have you still got it?
No, this was when I first started smoking back in 1980.
Wow.
So what is the size of this?
So that is an... It's a very good question. I've forgotten. I did my homework as instructed by Thomas and then I forgot.
50 by 608.
6 and a tiny bit, okay.
They have to. I don't need that. It's got a pigtail.
Well, that's true, but I prefer to be on the safe side. Actually.
Well, tight.
Maybe a tiny bit, but I'm sure that will correct itself. A little bit musty on the cold drawer, but sometimes these things are. It's been in that box for a while, no doubt.
I'm tasting glue.
Glue, maybe that's what I tasted. There's something, it's from the box, isn't it? Yeah, it's from that box. Drawer's okay. And off we jolly well go. What did you think of it in Havana, Tom?
I haven't smoked it yet.
Ah,
Because by the time we got those cigars, I was smoked out.
you hadn't gone short of a cigar or two at the time. That's lovely. Nice start.
So I thought it's going to be a perfect moment for all of us to try the same cigar at the same time.
Yeah, great idea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice taste in the mouth.
Yeah, a little bit of sweetness. It gives you that little hint that it could be a good one. Right from the get-go. How's your draw?
My draw's absolutely fine.
Mine seems to be...
It's quite resistant.
Yeah, but not a
But
problem.
we like that.
Yeah,
You know, that's one of the characteristics of a Cuban cigar as against a New World cigar, that they do have a little bit more resistance.
it's a very good point, yeah.
You know, it's the difference really between, I think, the perception of quality of Cuban cigars to an American smoker is that they're plugged. Because you tend to get the New World cigars being very, very open and easy to smoke.
Yeah,
And these, you need to smoke the first inch before it really opens up.
that's a good point. I agree with you. And also, that little bit of resistance is actually very pleasurable, isn't it? And it's all part of that process.
You don't want it to come
You
too
don't want it
easy.
to all be too easy, do you?
No, because if it comes too easy, it tends to carry on without gaining the same momentum.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
Right.
It's a bit like, I think someone said once, it's like, you know when you have a milkshake through a straw, it should be a bit of a effort
Challenge.
to get it there, you know. But it's worth...
So you've been hitting the cookies and cream, those
Well-
little bits clunk the end up, so it gives you a little bit. Is that what you like?
I tell you what, I haven't had a milkshake for years. I think I would always go chocolate. I was a chocolate man.
No, cookies and cream.
Really?
A little bit of chocolate in there, but vanilla flavouring.
That's really good.
The best milkshakes are from Shake Shack. Unbelievable.
Really? Are there millions of flavours?
I think it's just millions of calories, mate.
Must be.
Yeah.
Don't even look at it.
No. If you start looking at calories for milkshakes,
Oh my God.
all right,
They're about 1,000 watts it, aren't they?
no. So, he's not a friend, but he's an acquaintance. I know him well enough for him to he's been over to the house.
Okay.
Rafael Nadal,
Really?
yeah.
Well, I never.
And one evening, we were watching Manchester United play Barcelona in the Champions League final. We're in Paris for the for the tennis, and Rafa orders from McDonald's.
You're joking.
All right, for dinner.
Bloody hell.
12 Big Macs, 6 chips,
What?
and 6 milkshakes.
For himself?
For himself.
You are kidding me.
No,
That's incredible. Did he eat them all?
at the lot. The whole lot.
Wow. I mean, I guess you must burn so many calories, but that's
Had
incredible.
a 5-hour match on court.
Yeah.
All right, and he said, "I need this.
Just need-
Just need this to keep going."
Bloody hell. That must be like 10,000 calories or something.
Well, I think he was trying to replace 15 to 16,000.
Yeah, imagine what you must burn. Wow, that's amazing.
I'm sure he will do when he retires.
Lovely fella, isn't he?
Lovely guy, lovely guy.
Yeah. He always comes across very well.
So there was Tommy Redbread. The whole Spanish lot all stay at the same hotel. All right, I'm there with Fernando Verdasco, who's a very good friend. So we're there, and all the boys who played that day, I think the order from McDonald's was enough that they brought a van. All right,
Brilliant.
There was 9 players there, and they just, I felt pathetic with my Big Mac and
Big
chips.
Mac and fried. Isn't that interesting? You would think they wouldn't touch it with a barge pole, wouldn't you? I guess you get to the point where you just need fodder and fat and energy and...
You just need calories.
Yeah. Good story.
They have pasta before.
No.
Yeah, because it gives them.
Before the match, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just sort of that energy you need to...
You know,
Carbs or whatever. So far, this is delicious. What say thou?
thou loves the mouth taste. Thou's not that impressed with the build at the moment.
Pourquoi?
Mine's a little lumpy.
Is it? That's
Yeah.
a shame. Mine is
Can
fine.
I show you what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I see, yeah. There's a bit of a flaw there, to be fair.
You know,
What's yours, Tom? Slightly irregular burn, but mine's fine. You may have drawn the short straw there.
it hasn't affected the taste
Okay.
to it, but this is going to be. What do we think we're going to price these at, Thomas?
So the box of 3 cigars, that one, right? You could buy them in Palacio de Convenciones. Each person who went to the gala got this extra ticket to buy those.
Oh, right.
That box is $380.
Yeah, I was going to say 400, no.
So you're looking at 130 to 100.
125 quid or something.
Something. You're looking at £160 to £200 a stick by the time you put the UK tax.
So these are gonna come like they were in the boxes of 12. So we can easily expect $2.5 for the box.
Wow. Well, that does, when you say it like that, I still can't get my head around those numbers. But it's absolutely delicious so far. A little bit of saltiness, a little bit of sweetness, intrigue that it's going to get better and better. Thoroughly enjoying it.
The taste-wise, it's Trinidad all the way.
Yeah, true. It's got that little bit of creaminess.
It's creamy, but it's got that little bit of tartness.
Yeah, I know what
From
you
the
mean.
salt.
Yeah, it's that clever play between sweet and slightly
Sweet and sour, I suppose.
It's that sort of thing, yeah. Really good. Excellent first cigar of the day, to be fair. Work the palate up. So is this year the 55th?
Yeah.
because otherwise perhaps we should be celebrating it in about 3 years' time. That's what normally happens.
No, we'll probably get the cigars in 3 years.
So the World Habanos Days that you talked about, are they happening all over the world, or is it just in London?
Just in the UK.
Ah, okay.
So what they're doing is on the Friday night, and we're definitely doing 2 venues. We're thinking of a third, or maybe even a fourth. So we're going to have Mount Street and Knightsbridge, 20 people each. All right, trying the new 55. So that will be its release to the general public on that day.
But presumably at a reasonable price to get people involved.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Well, if it's £150, what I think they will do is they'll give us the option to buy the box. They'll give one.
Aye.
Right. It saves hunters having to pay for an event,
Yes.
so they'll give one.
But it's going to be a different cigar.
Ah, is it?
That's 2023 limited edition launch.
Ah. What's the name of that one? Can you remember?
Cabildos.
Oh, that's right, the Cabildos, yeah.
Cabildos.
Yeah. Ah, good shout.
So this isn't being launched on that day.
No, that's been already launched in Havana. So Habanos World Days, they're gonna do, I don't know exactly what they're gonna do, but presenting the new limited edition is a goal.
But I would imagine that this will be presented on the Thursday night.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Maybe.
At the cocktail party.
Maybe.
So how it goes is cocktail party on the Thursday night.
Yeah, the cocktail party's at Belgrave Square.
Yeah.
And that's £600 a ticket.
Yeah.
You get some cigars, I don't know, and then you get this beautiful Trinidad cigar pouch being made by Emmanuel at Bosque.
Beautiful, and no doubt there'll be live music and lots of lovely rum and
Drinks
food and
everything.
whatnot. And then the Friday
We launch the new cigar.
in the evening,
In
but
the
in the
evening.
day,
In the day, there's going to be a seminar.
No, it's a 1-day event,
No, it's
then
not.
it goes to the retailers, and then there's a gala.
No.
Because it's between 20 and 22nd.
yeah.
Yeah, but on the Friday, there is a seminar and an exhibition. There's an exhibition, and they're thinking of doing it in Belgrave Square, where they showcase all of the Trinidad cigars that have ever been made and the 55 years of history of Trinidad.
Which sounds fantastic.
Now, the problem is that I think they're going to charge $250 for the seminar. And that will include cigars and all this stuff.
I'm sure there'll be some spectacular cigars, but on top of everything else.
But they also want to do some sort of ticket for the general public to come and see the exhibition.
But not attend the seminars.
But the general public aren't going to want to attend the seminar.
No.
So they're just working that out.
Okay.
Then the Friday night it's launched, and we're going to do Mount Street and Knightsbridge. And I'm thinking of 2 other venues potentially to do it at.
Really?
Yeah. Because I think there'll be a lot of people that will want to go. And we're size restricted in both Mount Street and Knightsbridge.
Yeah, especially if the price is right. Loads of people will be interested.
Forget whether
in
the
it.
price is right.
Really?
You on a one-off cigar, people will pay whatever the price is to give it a try. Well, not sort of whatever the price, whatever the RRP is.
Yeah.
And whether they'll buy a box or not, don't know. Then the Saturday night is this black tie gala dinner
Yes.
where
Very grand.
£1,200 a head, but you get 5 of those cigars, which I believe the RRP is £200.
5 of which cigars?
Of the new limited, of the new,
The Cabildos.
yeah.
Okay.
And other presents.
And then there'll be a courtyard in which we can smoke, and a big meal, and an auction.
And an auction and
all of that
an entertainment.
jazz, yeah. Sounds fab. Well, I haven't
So
spoken-
if you want to buy at least 5 cigars, the evening's cheap.
Yes.
If you want to go out for dinner, and you're not fussed about the cigars, it's a very expensive night out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So if anyone wants an expensive night out and are not worried about the cigars, come as my guest. You pay the figure, but on my table, and you can give me the cigars. I'll be very grateful.
Be very kind of you. I haven't spoken to Jimmy, but no, it's just great to have such things going on. We haven't had anything like that for such a long time, have we? Apart from the other week, which we will discuss shortly. But yeah, the last time there was anything of any note occurring in London, face to face, must have been Cohiba Talisman 7 years ago.
Apart from the Regentis launch, it is.
Yeah. We did the Aloneness #2, but that was
But that was
during lockdown.
No, but that was on your own.
Yeah.
All right. On each of the venues.
What was the Cohiba event we did?
That was televised. That was from Havana.
Was it?
Well, you got the pizza on your dinner suit.
Yes, I was hoping you weren't going to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
You see, I think the brand's screwed up.
well, why don't we talk about Trinidad as a brand?
I think the brand's screwed up.
Go on.
All right, I think the cigars are superb. I think the taste of the cigar is great. But you know, I used to go to Spain a lot on holiday. My father used to live there before he died. And I was there, and one of my great morning smokes was a Reyes. Mm-hmm. And a Reyes there was about 9 euros.
Yeah.
It's now £35.
Yeah, I mean, it
it's
seems a shame because it's a beautiful brand, it tastes incredible, and it's very approachable. Like, everyone from the connoisseur to the starter loves it. I used to always give a... was it a Reyes to starters? Yeah, Reyes, and it's a proper cigar. As I say, an aficionado would enjoy it, and so would a novice, and it's not too strong. It's beautifully blended. So they had everything covered, but they've taken away that 90% of that market in that the everyday cigar smoker can no longer be involved.
And I think it's wrong for the little cigar. You know, for the Topez and the Esmeralda, yes, they're superb cigars, fantastic smoked, and they can be at that top end.
In your Vihias and...
All right, the Vihir, even the
Fundadoras.
No, the Fundadoras is just an outrageously great cigar. All right, but is it the Media
Luna.
Oh yeah.
All right, but I think they should have kept the Reyes and perhaps the Colonialas in a different vein, price-wise.
Yeah.
But anyway, they are. We can't do anything about it. Look, coming back to this is a winner.
It's beautiful.
It's a winner.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be sold out.
No doubt about it.
All right, it's going to double in price.
Lovely white ash. The flavour's just fabulous. It's got all sorts going on.
So this is what is this exactly? This is the 55th anniversary cigar?
Yeah.
Well, for those that don't know, and I'm sure there are a few, the history of the brand is interesting.
Well, it's a weird brand because it was really Castro's brand, wasn't it?
It was the diplomatic brand, wasn't
it was Castro's brand that he gave away.
No, Castro gave away
Cohiba, yeah.
And he gave away Trinidad.
Trinidad's were for the diplomats.
Yeah, but he gave them to the diplomats.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
But if you were ever find an old box of Fundadoras, a really old box, and it was a diplomatic gift, you know, it would come in a beautiful wooden box, and it would quite often be signed by Fidel, and it would say, you know, so, you know, the embassies would be given one, for example, if you were based there. That was a traditional gift. And then when was it, Tom? Early 90s?
When the brand was launched?
Yeah.
Oh, so officially 97.
Yeah.
Well, 98, but 97 they started.
So for all those years, there was this, you know, brand that nobody in the public eye knew about that existed purely to make these.
What size did it come in?
It was just the one size, wasn't it?
Yeah, but what cabinet size was it? Because now it only runs the
12s?
Fundadora in 12s and 24s.
I would have said 12s.
when it first launched, came out in boxes, cabinets of 50.
50?
Boxes, not cabinets.
Wow.
Did it? Wow.
It's a box, but it's
so
like
it's a
cabinet.
bloody great box.
Yeah.
What a thing.
And in Trinidad houses, especially humidors.
Yeah.
Are there any still kicking about?
What, the 50 cabinets? Or I call it 50.
And do you know who's
I have one.
And do you know who's responsible basically for Trinidad going globally?
No.
Cigar Aficionado.
Oh yeah, they cracked.
They're the first one who basically blew a whistle on Trinidad
That's right.
when they went to Havana and they did the articles. Like Habanos knew nothing about it, and they just posted on all over Cigar Aficionado saying there is this brand
Secret cigar.
Trinidad. Yeah.
Ah.
I think the article was called Cuba's Best Kept Secret, something like that.
Yeah, that does ring a bell. So where have you got one tucked away somewhere? I'd love to see it. What was the provenance of that?
It was from Hunters.
Ah. How would you describe the flavour?
Of this, typically creamy Trinidad with a little bit of that. It's a bit like, you know, salted ice cream.
Exactly right. Exactly right. You know, we talked about milkshake earlier.
Yeah.
It's. I'm getting that now, but there's that little salted caramel thing going
Salted
on.
caramel, but it's not too sweet.
Beautiful. You know, it's not. You don't feel like you've eaten a pudding, but it's just delicious. You want another one.
How would you rate it, Nick?
I would give it a 9.5. I think it's a fabulous cigar.
That's very unusual for you.
Yeah, and it's only going to get better. And it intrigues me because it's not full-bodied in terms of it's really strong, but it's got loads of body and loads going on. And
I thought it would be stronger.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing at the moment is the new cigars that are coming out are not on brand. I know they say they're on brand, but they're not. If you look at the Hoya Monterey No. 4, that's not on brand.
No, we had that discussion, didn't
Right.
we? Yeah.
And you know, even the Epicure No. 3 is slightly different to the normal Epicure. It's very exciting. It's very exciting that we actually go back to our traditions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna undress this a little bit more.
I've even smoked it faster than you. I must be loving it. It's just, it makes you excited for what it will be like in a year or two as well, because I think it's just going to get better and better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only going to give it a 9, Nick.
Really?
Yeah, because I think I got,
Yes.
I think I got the runt of the litter. All right, it's a bit veiny. You see what I've done there, all right?
Just taking the band off.
Just taking the band off, very, very gently, no damage to the band whatsoever.
That's why we don't
Right.
like bands.
And obviously there was a little bit of glue that stuck on it. So I think mine was constructed on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, knocking off time.
Yours were probably on Wednesdays.
What are you? What say you, Tom?
I'm not that.
Not digging it. Really?
Mine is extremely unbalanced. It's got bitterness. It's quite harsh on the retrohale.
That's a really shame.
I'm not getting any of that at all.
So, but there now we've got the age-old Cuban argument. We've got 3 different cigars, 3 different profiles.
My only reluctance to go further up the scale of votes is that
The build slightly,
I think it's sloppily put together.
but the flavour's great.
You know, on a cigar of this value, you shouldn't have. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Now, that leaf. What's going to happen to that is if it's not stored perfectly, it's going to unravel.
Yeah. No, you're right. You shouldn't have
And yours looks beautiful.
It's absolutely fabulous. But I haven't taken the band off yet. And the second one, does the same, thankfully. I'm loving it.
The construction and the draw is absolutely perfect.
It's very Trinidad for me. Beautifully smooth. Would you like it to be stronger? It's getting stronger.
No.
No, it's perfect, isn't it?
Trinidad's a sub-dinner cigar.
Absolutely.
It's not an after-dinner cigar.
It would have to. Well, that's interesting. It would have to be nothing too overpowering a dinner for it to work at its best. Because, I mean, this is the first cigar.
I mean, if you had a grilled over salt,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
it would be absolutely perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
But I think it would get lost in a.
I mean, I've had no breakfast today, and I'm enjoying this massively. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
I know, but you have, since I've met you, manned up a bit.
Well, that's purely through your influence, of course.
No, but you have manned up a bit. You were nothing over 54 ring gauge, otherwise you'd cry.
True, yeah.
All right. You used to burst into tears at 56. Eyes warm to the lip. You know.
I think it's fair to say that my preferences have shifted somewhat. I think that'll be a nicer way of putting it. But I'm loving every puff.
He's manned up. Politically, totally and utterly incorrect.
Totally.
What should I be saying? Obeyed up. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Best we don't go there. Let's score it then.
You
Properly.
scored it. 9,
I gave it a
9.5.
big whopping biggest score I've ever given anything. I think it's a 9.5. It's as good as anything I've had for a long time, and I think it's going to get better as long as it's like like this and not like that. But
But that's every Cuban cigar.
Them's the break.
That's the beauty of Cuban cigars. You pay your money, you take your chances. All right?
Yeah.
So
And
it's a bit like...
why it works or keeps going is because one is unbelievable and you just think I want to smoke it forever, and one is terrible and you think, why the fuck did I spend my money on that? But the good one is good enough to keep you going, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I've had a recent launch. I've had a superb one, an absolute horrendous one,
Really?
ones that are plunked. It's the way
But
it
the
is.
prices that they're charging now, that should not happen.
Shouldn't happen on a $10
No,
cigar, let alone a
very true.
£150.
Very
or
true.
£100.
I did have an interesting chat with someone last night after our Insta. We were pinging messages, and he was asking me, what is the market like now? How many do hunters send back, do you think? And I said, that's a really good question. Anecdotally, from my experience, from what I've heard people say, quality is actually pretty good at the moment, is it not? Would you agree with that?
I don't think quality is any different.
Really?
I'm not happy with some of the quality. Do we send them back? No, because we can't get any more.
No.
All right? And people are willing to.
Well, that's the
I
point.
mean, if they're really bad, yes. But you send them back, they're not going to give you a replacement.
Really?
Or your money back.
Is that right?
Yeah. I'd still suck it up in the shop. So if anyone has a genuine quality complaint,
You take the hit.
I'll take that.
Has that been discussed? Have you said, why don't you send us back? It's just not entertained.
Look, when we go into a sales discussion, I feel like I'm an immigrant on the street with one of those, please let me have some cigars.
Really?
That's how
You want them.
That's how I feel. So
Amazing.
the point of complaining
Falls on deaf ears.
is just not worth going there,
Very interesting.
in my opinion. Let's finish the cigar. So
So burn is beautiful. The draw is fantastic. The flavours are superb.
I'll give it 9.5 for flavour.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I'm getting no acidic, no ammonia, no harshness in mine.
And it's got that thing that makes you want to carry on.
So Thomas has got harshness in his.
Yeah.
Alright, I've got bad build in mine, and you've got the perfect one. Alright, really, it would have been better if I'd have given the bad build to Thomas's harsh one, and then at least 2 out of 3 would have been right. But that's what you get. You know, you can't get everything right.
If you buy it to smoke, it's going to be fab now. If you buy it and lay it down, I think they're going to be great, but a bit of a lucky dip. Value-wise, you think is only one way?
Only one way.
And they're in 12s, are they?
12.
Yeah. He pays your money, he takes your choice.
It's going to go up.
Yeah.
There's only X being made. I hate a 12 box.
Yeah, not great.
Right? It's too tempting to start.
To tuck in.
Whereas a 25 box, you've got a little bit, what do I want to break into a box?
Bit of a leeway, yeah.
Box of 12, yeah, I'll break in.
You get away with 2 or 3.
Alright, and then you've only got 3 left and you think, bugger it. Alright, I'll finish the box.
It's like a packet of biscuits, isn't it?
Okay, you know those great big packs of biscuits? No, I'm not going to because
They're going to go.
it's like those short McVitie's digestives, you know, once you open the small, they just go, open the box, eat the lot. This is what you're going to do. You're going to buy it. If you open it, you're going to smoke it because it's a great cigar. And on that note, I'll let him think about his cookies. I'm going to think about my Trinidad. I look forward to seeing you all here very, very soon. And just remember, we'll see you at the launch. Thank you.